Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let me show you something interesting. Yes, this is an oil filter. Have a look. All this because someone decided not to replace the oil and the oil filter. I think it's still the original 2018 X2 BMW, just under 50,000 miles, and the engine is ruined. If you are interested why and what happened, stay tuned. So I bought this car as a non-runner. I was expecting an engine failure. I'm not complaining about that. I'm only shocked because of the why and the how this engine failed. And what I want to highlight here, please pay attention what I'm gonna say next. Let's take away a lesson from this and let's use it as a good example how to prevent this to happen to our cars. Please change the oil. 7, 8, 9, 10,000 and you're not gonna go wrong. It's not expensive. Buy that 5 liter, 6.5 liters, an oil filter, and this not gonna happen to you. So I bought this car, I collected it, brought it home. As you can see, nice day, my X3 BMW performed again, spot on perfectly. Yeah, happy with that. Brought the car home, jump starter, checked the oil level, was fine, jump starter, and this happened. Then I decided, you know what, let's put the breaker bar, or how do you call it? It's not even a breaker bar, it's a long ratchet. And again, have a look what happened. Have a look. Freely, no issue at all. Yeah, I don't know why the starter could not. Maybe I'm lucky and it's only a bad starter. Then I got confused. I can turn the engine over quite freely. The starter struggles. Let's look into the starter. Sure enough, the starter smells burned, and I don't know if you can see. Have a look. This bolt, focus, it's overheating marks all over it. The wire, everything. So this starter is toast. Bang, my hopes went up, just a bad starter. But usually I'm not that lucky. Never, I'm never that lucky. Then I decided to remove the oil pan while the engine was still on. Okay, so I think, yeah, it speaks for itself. First one is number 1, furthest from the oil pump. This is what I've heard when I turn the engine by hand. So what's next? Of course, I need to remove this engine because I'm hoping this one can be saved. It's a B47. Hopefully the main bearings are not spun. I'm gonna remove it, check it. So quickly, I'm gonna remove the engine, put it on an engine stand, and go from there. It's quite cold, as you can see, but we are going forward, moving forward. I'm not gonna record the whole thing because this video is not about how to remove an engine. I'm not concerned about that. It's about how to prevent this to happen. So again, if you stop here and not continue watching the video, please change your oil and you can prevent this. From now on it's very simple, just remove the hoist but have a look, everything is so dirty. I have to throw away this. I have to just throw away because it's all messed up. Honestly, I will have to do some digging to find the the bolts to remove the camshafts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going in. I will try to find the bolts. Okay, that was that. Cylinder head removed. Nothing major going on here. No scoring, no marks. So I'm happy the engine block is good. Cylinder head, on the other hand, needs a very, very thorough cleaning. Also the block, have a look. The galleries are all blocked. So this will require a very, very, very intensive cleaning. Now, timing cover off, timing chain off. Let's check the bearings. The rest, we know we have a spun bearing, Conrod number 1. But what about the rest? It will be the decider. Quickly, let me remove the timing cover, remove what's required, the balancing shafts, and go from there. Fuck! Okay, moment of truth. We're gonna remove each and every main cap and Conrod cap and check them all. As you can see, that one has spun, so we have a spun bearing on Conrod number 1. I'm gonna start with the main caps and then with the Conrod caps. So starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the remaining 3 Conrods. So moment of truth, drum roll. Let me have a look. Yes, no spun bearing. Number 2 main cap. Okay, no spun bearing. Worn out obviously due to lack of oil pressure and oil, but no spun bearing. Third one, main cap. No spun bearing. Okay, good. Have a look how worn out is and pitted and scored and everything. Not much left and this would have spun as well. Okay, number 4, main cap. Yes. No spun bearing, but worn out. And the last one, hopefully this is good as... Okay, no spun bearing. Good, perfect. So we are good on the block side. This is very good. This means our block is good. Okay, now we know that the first Conrod bearing has spun. Let's move on to number 2, then 3, and 4th one is up. It's stopped at center now. So I'm gonna remove this. Please be good. Okay. Okay, no spun bearing. Seriously worn out. Have a look in the middle, the scoring, everything, but so far so good. So this is number 2, 3. Yeah, no spun bearing here either. Have a look. We have the bearing, it's worn out, but good. So far, hopefully, last one. Yes! No spun bearing. I mean, we have one, but the rest is, yeah, decent. Okay. Let me show you more precisely what we are dealing with. So, this is the spun bearing side. Focus, 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 focus. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully that can be sorted. The rest is good. Have a look. Shiny and all good. I am just about to enter the engine specialist shop yard. Have a look, guys, what's in here. How many engines? I think I am at the right place. Definitely I'm at the right place. Have a look what's in there. Okay. I will try to find a parking space. It's very crowded here. I guess many people have engine issues. Yeah. Okay. So I don't have the courage yet to ask them to allow me to film in there, so I will not take my phone inside, but I will let you know how it went once I'm out. I'm gonna just pick up the crankshaft and go inside. Okay, so I left the crankshaft with the engine specialist shop. They're gonna crack test it. That's the most important part. I mean, the big question, if there are micro cracks due to the heat when the bearing spun. If that checks out, that no cracks, they're gonna go ahead and grind it up to 0.25. All of them, all the conrod bearings, the big end, and polish the main caps. Hopefully it will pass the crack test, because that's the decider. If that's good, green light, then we have a good crankshaft. In the meantime, I'm gonna do the cleaning at home and continue in the next video, because yeah, I think this is enough for one video. All being said, thank you for watching. God bless you all. See you at the next one.